Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Conservation Diaries. This week has been a week of seeing the males. We saw both sets of the coalition of male cheetahs, the Dino Kangs and the Nambiti boys, both on kills. And then we saw both male lions, the competing guys. We saw the younger guy in the Kolobi area, and then the next day the big guy was in the Kolobi area with no sign of the younger guy. This female lioness was the exception. She was making her way back to her kill site after drinking some water. We're not quite sure what she killed. It was impossible to get to with the foot or the vehicle. We did know there was definitely something killed in that thicket. We could smell it and we could hear them feasting on it as well. Here we have the younger of the two male lions. He had killed this buffalo the previous evening and had a good feed. You can see most of that rump area has been consumed, and his belly did look nice and full, and he did look very lazy there. A lovely sighting of him. Usually he can be quite a skittish male when he's on his own, but seems to be relaxing to the vehicles after spending nearly a year of none of us seeing him. He was kicked out to the west and has only now gained some confidence to challenge our big male lion. So he moved back to the west, actually, coincidentally, after this kill, that same evening, in fact. There was a lot of hyena activity around the carcass, and they may have had a role to play in that. Huge Nile crocodile recorded here in the Blocklands River. Just watch how easily they can disappear. And then catching up with the Nambiti boys. These boys had made a sub-adult zebra kill. I must say, I usually find these guys on a zebra kill. It seems to be one of their favorite foods, and they have really adapted in taking down these mammals. So they were consuming this zebra when a pesky little jackal came along and decided to interrupt their lunch. Their tummies were really full though, and they didn't seem overly concerned. The cheetah on the right, definitely not concerned. The cheetah on the back there, a little bit more, as he would chase the jackal away every chance that he got. But their tummies were really full, and they had consumed a lot of the zebra. They only stayed in this area for another hour or so, looking after the carcass somewhat against that pesky jackal, and then they moved away, in fact. It was quite an interesting sighting. At one stage, both cheetah and jackal were feeding on either end of that zebra. So about an hour later, these cheetah moved away and left it all to the jackal. We had an exciting end to one of our mornings. This male lion hunting some rowan in the distance. You can see how fixated he is on the rowan moving about 200 meters away. My camera work is a little shaky here because I was quite excited and with guests trying to give information at the same time. But a very exciting end to one of our mornings, because not only had this male lion tried to but unsuccessfully hunt these rowan, the cheetah had in fact taken their baby, so these rowan were not having a good day. So after unsuccessfully trying to hunt those rowan antelope, the male lion made his way down towards the river. But the rowan stuck around in the area and looking in the opposite direction and still alarm calling. We thought there might be another lion in the area, so we decided to do some investigating, and to our surprise we found these two Dino King boys, and they had captured one of the young rowan and were consuming it, and in fact nearly finished it. We stayed with these two boys for about 20 minutes as they took turns eating this little youngster. always looking around. They may have had a scent of that male lion in the area, but luckily for them, he had moved off in a different direction. So from all of us here at Swallow, where conservation never stops, we'll catch you all next time.